Once there lived a young boy in a small town. He was full of ideas and dreams. Every week, he would start something new, learning guitar, studying math, drawing, running, but he never stuck with anything. He would give up halfway or move on to the next shiny idea. As a result, nothing in his life was improving. He was falling behind in school, losing motivation, and constantly comparing himself to others who seemed to be doing so well. His friends and teachers told him many times to stay focused and stick to one thing at a time, but he didn't listen. He believed success came from talent or luck, not from doing boring things again and again. He wanted big changes fast and got bored when results didn't come instantly. One day, a wise monk came to their town. He was known for his deep insights and helping people overcome their struggles. Many people came to him with questions about life, discipline, and success. The young boy, hearing about the monk, decided to visit him, hoping to find a secret shortcut to become successful like his friends. He reached the place where the monk was staying and waited. When his turn came, he bowed to the monk and said, "Oh wise one, please help me. I feel like a failure. I start many things but never complete them. My friends are improving every day while I am stuck in the same place. I want to become great in life. Please tell me how to do that." The monk looked at the young boy with kindness and said, "My child, your problem is not your ability, but your inconsistency. You start strong but don't continue. Let me tell you a story that may help you understand how small, repeated actions can lead to greatness." The boy nodded eagerly and sat down to listen. The monk began his story. Once upon a time, there were two young sculptors who dreamed of becoming the greatest artists in the land. They both joined a master craftsman to learn the art of sculpture. The master gave each of them the same tools and materials and told them to start practicing. The first sculptor was passionate and talented. He worked with great energy for days, then took breaks for weeks. He would get frustrated when his work didn't come out perfect. Some days, he would work for hours, other days, he would do nothing. He believed inspiration came and went, and he followed his moods. The second sculptor was average in skill but disciplined. Every single day, he woke up early, picked up his tools, and practiced for just 2 hours, no more, no less. He didn't skip days. He didn't wait for inspiration. Whether it was raining or sunny, whether he felt good or tired, he worked steadily every day. Years passed. The first sculptor had bursts of progress but also long gaps. His sculptures were sometimes brilliant, sometimes messy, and often unfinished. The second sculptor's work improved slowly, day by day, but never stopped growing. After 5 years, the kingdom announced a grand competition. Sculptors from all over the land came to display their best work. The first sculptor worked non-stop for 2 weeks, trying to create a masterpiece at the last minute. The second sculptor calmly picked his best sculpture, one he had been working on a little every day for 3 months. At the competition, the judges were amazed. The second sculptor's statue had depth, detail, and perfection. It looked like it was carved by the gods themselves. The first sculptor's piece, though ambitious, had flaws, cracks, and uneven cuts. The judges gave the highest honor to the second sculptor. He became the royal artist, respected across the land. The first sculptor felt defeated. He realized that talent alone could not match the power of daily effort. He had wasted years waiting for the right time and perfect mood, while the other man simply showed up every day. The monk looked at the boy and said, "You see, greatness is not built in a day. It is built day by day. A little consistent effort is more powerful than rare moments of brilliance. Success is not about doing big things once, but small things repeatedly." The boy sat quietly. The story had touched him. He thought of all the things he had started and abandoned. He remembered the guitar gathering dust, the books left half-read, the promises he made to himself and broke. He felt embarrassed, but also hopeful. Maybe he wasn't broken, maybe he just needed to be consistent. He bowed to the monk and said, "Thank you, wise one. I understand now. I will stop chasing quick results and start building good habits daily." He returned home and chose just one goal to focus on. Every day, without fail, he worked on it, not for hours, but just a little each day. Slowly, he began to see improvement. His confidence grew. His discipline strengthened. People began to notice his progress. In time, he not only caught up with his friends but surpassed them, not because he was the most talented, but because he was the most consistent. If we look at our own lives, we will see that success does not come from doing everything, but from doing one thing repeatedly. Consistency is boring, but it works. It builds momentum. It builds trust in ourselves. And over time, it builds excellence. There is a famous saying, "You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." What you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. We all want big results, but big results are simply the result of small steps repeated over time. A student who studies 1 hour every day will know more than the one who studies 8 hours before the exam. A person who exercises 20 minutes daily will be healthier than the one who goes to the gym once a month for 3 hours. Learn the power of showing up daily, even when you don't feel like it. That is when it counts the most. That is when you build character. That is when the magic happens. Those who understand consistency can achieve anything in their life. But those who wait for motivation, mood, or inspiration often stay stuck where they are. If you want to achieve something in your life, don't look for shortcuts. Build habits. Be patient. Be consistent. The results will come, not immediately, but inevitably. Therefore, always remember, small actions, done daily, can create the biggest changes in your life. That is the power of consistency.